Respect a legend. They never kill him. Coming in the gossip.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, and I am back, baby. Despite the much chagrin of T5, he beat me, but he didn't break me. So yes, I'm still standing better than I ever did, and I will be in the house this Saturday night for WCC's Brawl Out, epic episode of Saturday Night Fights, in which, in all fairness, anything is possible, anything can happen. It'll be only the second time the WCC Brawl has hit the weekend running with a big-ass, mother-loving elbow drop. And before we even continue, special salute out to our good friends at WCC who are celebrating their 3-year anniversary tomorrow night. And it should be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about some great things. And if you haven't basically heard it yet, go over to the Wrestling Commentary Central page on Facebook for all the information courtesies of our fearless leader, Rockin' Reese. But we got two big things to say here and actually drop the bombshells on. For one, El Cibernetico, Mr. Here Comes the Money in the Bank, has managed to just deliver, drop the hammer, and go completely apeshit. Almost about as apeshit as our people are down below right now as the Blues continue dominating the Colorado Avs. And it seems to be a lot of fun going on at WCC Brawl Out. However, we were informed earlier this week by El Cibernetico that he is so confident that he will literally not only retire the Iceman, but he will cripple the Iceman to the point where he will never be the same and he will never be back. That he is putting his own career on the line. So the match has gotten a bigger magnitude all of a sudden. It will be career versus career with the Here Comes the Money briefcase waiting in the wings for the winner. Which means that if Iceman truly is retiring, if he ends up beating El Cibernetico, it makes him Here Comes the Money and the first retired fogey to do so. Should be a lot more interesting on that. Also, the Dark Alliance has opted to drop the hammer and raise hell at every single turn, and the Banks have been paying attention. Shockingly enough, the Banks family did inform the DA as well as every superstar on the WCC Brawl roster that there's a new stipulation added to the heavyweight championship of the world match going on at end of days between the Chaotic Trickster and Hater Gator. Simply put, if Gator gets disqualified, if anybody comes to interferes on his behalf, if any member of the Dark Alliance interferes on his behalf, Hater Gator will not only lose the title to the Trickster, but the person that interferes will be fired publicly on Rampage. Now, I don't know exactly how much truth there is to that, but it's been basically blowing up everybody's Facebook and everybody's Twitter and everybody's Tout and everybody's MySpace and everybody's Get Glue. It's been going crazy ever since the announcement got handed down. But Saturday night, we got Saturday Night Fights, the return of WCC Brawl Saturday Night Fights, and two big matches have already been announced. Anonymous will take on the international champion, the Great Tate, in a match that has garnered a lot of attention just because of basically the YouTube battles between these two men heading up into Saturday night. Also, just announced earlier today, the Iceman bit off a little more than he could chew, in a matter of speaking, when he was trying to chime in on the situation involving Anonymous and the Dark Alliance, and of course, former tag team champion T5, who is still trying to grab his thunder back. But it gets better. Because of Iceman's comments in regards to basically a certain member of the DA, Omega King has answered the Iceman's challenge, and now these two will battle, which shockingly enough is almost like a ploy in a matter of speaking, because the Iceman did announce his bucket list, and Omega King's name was on that list. It's the only guy that pretty much hasn't sat here and been able to lock horns with him just yet. I'm pretty sure there's another superstar on that list, but that superstar is probably a little more focused on something else. So Iceman versus Omega King, Anonymous versus the Great Tate. Saturday night should be a lot of fun. Now, this coming Tuesday, WCC Brawl will be at the Arena of El Paso in El Paso, Texas. It's going to be fun. To say in all fairness how bad this thing's going to be, it's going to be surreal because earlier last week we announced that basically we former ECW, WCW, and WWE Superstar, and of course the first ever Latin-born WWE champion in the history of the company. Sorry, Alberto. Eddie beat you to it. Eddie Guerrero. Latino Heat basically passed and left one hell of a legacy, and this Tuesday night, superstars from WCC Brawl are going to honor the late, great Eddie Guerrero with matches specifically poised to basically try to get a smile out of Eddie as he watches from above. Highlighted by the main event, the Chaotic Trickster taking on Omega King in a special challenge match. I don't know exactly what the special challenge is, but I guess we'll find out on Tuesday night. And if you got videos or anything you'd like to say to Eddie, say to Eddie, about Eddie, feel free to put them up on Wrestling Commentating Central's page, put it up on TLC's page, put it up on WCC Brawl's page. Either way, get those videos in. This Tuesday night, we're going to be displaying them all for the whole world to see. And it should be a lot of fun. Eddie, we still miss you. We still love you. You're still arguably one of the greatest of all time, bottom line. So we're going to basically pack it up and we're going to call it a night because we basically have a plane to catch. We are flying to Texas to join up with the rest of the WCC Brawl team, and we will see you guys this Saturday night for Saturday Night Fights. And don't forget, like us, like all of us, WCC Brawl, and of course TLC. This has been your Captain Ron Johnston. This has been the Brawl Out, and the lights are going out on us for now, but when they will shine brighter tomorrow.
Viva la raza! I lie, I cheat, I steal. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Yo, mamacita, I got that passion that's lasting long. Los mujeres fall in love with that Latin charm. 1 woman isn't enough, amigo.